At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Clinton Portis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Manning going to throw. And that's complete to Gates. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Steelers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Gates with a grab. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Manning. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Gates, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Inside handoff, Smith. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. They'll find his running back. It's Emmitt Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll go play action here with Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Smith up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Working from the gun, Manning.
Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Manning to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And now they'll audible to something else.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60, check go.
Now Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set it. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Manning. That's complete to his running back, Portis. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Manning. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, well, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. Again, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. On play action, here's Williams. Steps away. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, Bears! Calvin Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Got it. Ready?
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Set up.
Play action. Manning. And Manning intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football, unfortunately.